Hello, my name is Erin Crouch, and I am from Chimacum High School. And in 2013, the first year that Tech Trek was at PLU campus, I was a camper here. And I learned some interesting things there because they had still mathematics core class, and that was pretty interesting because we learned some weird things about math. We did Barbie bungee jumping, and we got to look at like rubber bands and everything. That was pretty cool. What are my long-term goals? I want to be a cryptologic linguist in the Air Force after I graduate this year. I am a senior in high school. And one advice I have for girls in STEM is that I want you to believe in yourself and believe that you have a great idea and can change the world. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Allie Bradley, and I'm a student counselor at the Tech Trek camp. I found out about the camp originally through a high school scholarship program for technology, and it's been a fantastic experience. One thing I've learned at Tech Trek is that a lot more girls are interested in STEM than I had anticipated, and they're very passionate about their interests. My long-term goals are to get a master's in engineering, mechanical particularly, and to become a pilot. And one advice for girls interested in STEM is to go for it and try new things. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Olga Korhood and I'm from the AAUW Kirkland-Redmond branch. I got into Tech Trek because I was given an honorific for science in their honors program. I learned at Tech Trek how to work well with kids, especially young girls that are interested in science, which was a good experience. My long-term goals are hopefully medical school, and one piece of advice for girls interested in STEM is to stay focused and not let people say you can't do it because you can.
Hi, I'm Lila. I am a Tech Trek student counselor from Issaquah. I was not a former Tech Trek camper. I heard about the camp through the AAUW Scholars Program. I won the award for technology. One thing I learned at Tech Trek was more about how to be a leader, how to work with other people, even though you might have different ways of leadership to get one job done. My long-term goals are to go to a good college and hopefully work in aerospace or industrial engineering. And one piece of advice for girls in STEM would be to not be afraid to be assertive and confident. People will try to resist that a lot, but it's not a bad thing. It's good to be able to take charge and work hard for what you want.
Okay.
I bet if we had more gas, I think I'm running out of fuel.
Yeah.
How did it work?
Hi, I'm Audrey. I live in Tacoma and I currently attend the Science and Math Institute. I was a camper in 2014. One thing that I'm learning right now as a camp counselor is all about leadership roles. My long-term goals are to get into a really good college, hopefully, and just work my hardest and succeed in college, get good grades. And one piece of advice that I have for girls interested in STEM, and just girls in general, is your voice really does have value, so don't doubt yourself.
Hi, my name is Angel Manguia, and I'm from Des Moines, Washington, and I was a former Tech Trek camper at the first year that they did Tech Trek at PLU. And one interesting thing that I learned about Tech Trek this year was a bunch of leadership skills and taking care of a lot of about 10 girls in their dorms and in their classes. And personally, my long-term goals is to get into university and become a nurse or just anything around the medical field. And one piece of advice that I have for girls in STEM is to not be afraid and don't let anyone stop you from doing what you love.
Hi, my name's Sabrina Foster and I am from Snohomish, Washington. I was a previous camper during the first year in 2013. I plan to be a transplant surgeon and go to Washington University. One piece of advice for girls is pursue your interests. Like science, math, you can do any of them. And the field spectrum is so large. You can go to major companies, you can do smaller companies, you basically can do anything. So pursue your dreams.
Hi, my name is Jensen Lees. I am from the Puyallup branch, and I was a former Tech Trek member. I came to the camp in 2013, one of the first camps here in Washington. And so far at Tech Trek, meeting all of these young 7th grade girls entering 8th grade, I have learned that so many girls are passionate about science and math, and they are just so inspired to keep going and pursuing that career throughout their lives. And it's really opened up my eyes to like the possibilities, like of the future. They are our future. So for myself, one of my long-term goals is to maybe pursue a career in biochemistry. I've been really fascinated with vaccines lately. I just wrote an English paper about it recently, and that's kind of like inspired me to keep going and maybe pursue that in the future, like with the aspect of pharmaceuticals mixed in there. And one piece of advice for the girls in STEM is I would really recommend you just keep striving for whatever you believe in, because you can do it, and it'll be amazing to see you come.
Hello, my name is Kendall Stern, and I'm from Kirkland, Washington, and I found out about Tech Trek through the STEM Scholars Program. I was nominated by my school for science. I was not a former Tech Trek camper, but I would have loved to be a Tech Trek camper because I absolutely love STEM and everything about it, and I love being with a group of really powerful women. And of all the things I learned at Tech Trek this week that I think is the most important, I think a lot of leadership and teamwork collaboration was a huge part of it, because I came into a group not knowing any of the other campers, none of the other staff members, but we really had to work together to bring this camp together and to get everything flowing on time and flowing smoothly, and that teamwork was a huge aspect about it. My long-term goals, I'm hoping to be an oral surgeon eventually after going to college. I want to go to a 4-year university, and I have 1 more year of high school, so I have a little bit of time to decide where I'm going to go. A piece of advice for girls going into STEM, I'd say take the hard classes, do not get scared, do not be intimidated, just work as hard as you possibly can, because you're never going to regret having worked too hard. You're only going to regret not doing things that you could have done. So just go full force.
Color. So we use food coloring, so you can't really tell, but think about the colors of the liquid. So we started out.
Hi, I'm Tamani Smart. I'm from Kirkland. I was a Tech Trek camper at the first year in 2013. I'm back this year as a student counselor. This year I worked with my core group and I did the robotics. And I learned a lot about programming, but I think as I go into my senior year, the thing that I've taken away is different careers. And I went into this very sure of what I want to do, and now I'm back to square one, and my major's probably going to change again. But with that, for my long-term goals, I want to go into this huge major. It's called Philosophy, Economics, and Law, and I also want to major in Spanish, or possibly minor in Spanish. I'm very interested in science as well, but I don't know, my major will probably change a lot more. A piece of advice for girls in STEM would be that as you get older and you take different classes, I would challenge you to take all of the classes that you can that are hard and that challenge you, but remember that the grades that you get in those classes don't determine who you are or anything like that. Don't let a C in AP Chem deter you from an entire subject like science.
If you're happy and you know it, tap your screen. If you're happy and you know it, tap your screen. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, tap your screen.
I love kayaking.
I love kayaking.
I only have one left.
She's in the U.S. Everybody
Okay.